5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire.
We find wrestling, one promotion, one event, one match at a time. We are the Indie Wrestling Experience with Bob and John. I am Bob. John, what is up, man?
What is going on, Bob? Hey, everybody.
Woo. It's been a crazy week. It has been a crazy week. Lots of stuff going on.
Yeah.
We had Roxy Astor on the show last week. I'm still recovering from that.
That is one awesome lady.
Isn't she? Isn't she?
Awesome.
Yeah, and I hope she comes back because I think we restrained ourselves pretty well on the glow questions, huh? Like we didn't mark out on her and.
No, man. Hopefully it entices her back. She, kind of that interview kind of ended with her going, "What? No questions about glow?" Nah, man. We played it cool.
Yeah, that's us. Cool.
That's us. We're cool.
Oh my God, no doubt. Well, I've got in a little while coming up, John, our first such interview, our first such segment. We have reached out to the folks at BJ and DG Talk Wrestling.
Ooh, cool.
And the Danger Ginger is going to come on the show here in a little while. And I told him, I said, listen, man, like, I opened up a can of worms here by doing this, by putting SPO in my rankings, because then all of a sudden I opened the door to the Pro Wrestling Star Academy, and there's all sorts of stuff going on under that umbrella. They got a couple of promotions. They got people coming in using the building. There's a lot happening there. And
nice.
This guy and Danger Ginger and his partner BJ, they are on every week talking about the weekly shows at SPO, talking about PWU. And they also do a show on Sunday nights generally that is a mainstream show talking about WWE, TNA, AEW, etc., etc. So this guy knows a lot. He knows his stuff, especially when it comes to SPO, PWU, and I want to pick his brain and learn a little bit more. Maybe he can help me out with the rankings, rank them correctly or some shit.
Absolutely, man. Hey, any time we get to make some new friends of the podcast is a good thing, man.
Absolutely agreed, man. And I this may not be the best transition, but speaking of friends of John's, I want to start the show because I'm actually baffled. I'm baffled, and to be honest with you, because the hate that Will Cruz, Mason Rook now, is getting online is... Hey, enough. I see your friends. Enough, please. My puppy dog has some new friends here in the neighborhood. She goes out, and we go out front so she can go potty, and she has this, like, she does her rounds. Like, one side, there's a friend. There she is again. Willow, enough. And she has to always check out her friends, so I apologize for that for everybody. But Will Cruz, Mason Rook, debuted on NXT. We talked about it last week in the middle of the episode, and since then, the shit has gone off the rails. People hate the name Mason Rook. People are... the internet wrestling community is just bombarding this guy about his physique.
Yeah, it's I'm not gonna lie, man. It's a little uncomfortable.
Yeah,
it's right. I mean, there are things to be done in good fun. This is starting to me. It's a little borderline, definitely on the mean side.
Yeah.
Now, by all accounts, Will Cruz, Mason Rook, Mason Cruz, Will Rook, whatever we're gonna call him. I don't think he gives two shits.
Nope.
But yeah, it's kind of an ugly side of things that, it's a little rough. It's just it for me. And listen, I'm the first one to tell you, I am absolutely biased. You know my love for this guy. I've been on this guy since I found him about a year and a half ago. Now he was around way before then, but I feel like, I just feel a certain attachment to this guy. I love this guy. So yeah, it's kind of we were feeling a lot of the same things when our girl Anya Rune was getting some hate on her promo, man. I saw something pop up again about that the other day. It just I don't get the hate. I really don't. Not this level of it. Not the mean spirited portion of it.
I agree with you. I look. The internet. I think it's highlighting the fact that the internet wrestling community is. It's funny. Like, people always talk about the internet wrestling community as being this small group of smarks who don't represent the whole group or whatever, and they smark meaning smart mark. And to me, it seems like this is not smart behavior. That's the thing about the IWC that drives me crazy is they're not smart. They're like, who is this guy? Like, are you guys indie wrestling fans, or are you not? Like, which one are you? Because there's a lot of people who are supposed to be hardcore wrestling fans who have no idea who this guy is, and they automatically, like Eric Academia, just go right to the negative.
Yep.
And, you wonder why Triple H and guys like that say they hear the internet wrestling community, but they're not listening.
Yep.
So that's part of it for me. And I will say this. I don't think Wardrobe did Will Cruz any favors the night he came out the first night. He should not have been wearing a sweat jacket. That was the stupidest thing they could have done for him. At the same time, there is no reason, let me make sure I'm very clear about it, there's no reason for body shaming in the first place. But second of all, in wrestling, bro, I grew up on Kamala and Earthquake and King Kong Bundy, and you're telling me wrestling is only for guys with the hot bods? Like, go to hell.
Listen, and I don't care what anybody. I'm telling you, 95% of these people that have something smart to say have not seen a full Will Cruz match.
Yeah,
Mason Rook match. Watch it and then tell me that guy is out of shape.
Right.
Listen, that guy does stuff that will boggle your mind at his size. Dude, I am the biggest Will Cruz mark out there right now. I'm sure I've got others that are right there with me. Listen, I'm telling you right now, that promotion, NXT, all these people, they are going to fall in love with this guy. I'm telling you, he is the next. He is going to be, if he's not the next big thing, he is going to be a very big thing very soon. Listen, NXT, we know NXT doesn't bring these guys in and position them like that right off the bat. They don't. Dude, he's in. Dude, they position him over Evil. Evil.
Oh, I got something on that in a second too.
If that doesn't tell you what they, what backstage they think of him, what management thinks of him, dude, they got big plans. And this guy, I'm telling you, I can't wait for it. So, all you haters out there, do your thing.
Exactly.
Just get ready. and in 3 months, everybody, all those guys are going to be on the bandwagon.
Yep.
So don't worry, we got room for you. Come on up.
That's right. And while we're talking about that, like you said, the coverage he's getting right away, the IWC completely goes the other way. First of all, he doesn't belong anywhere. He shouldn't be here. Why is he on my screen looking like that? And then the John Cena Classic is announced, and the IWC says, oh, that must just be a vehicle to strap the rocket to Mason Rook. Which one is it, you fuckers? Like, I don't understand it. But what do you think about that? Do you think the John Cena Classic will be a Will Cruz vehicle?
I don't know what to think about it, and you want to know part of my problem with not knowing what to think about it? I don't think WWE knows what to think about it. I mean, I was reading a Twitter post from Cena. I don't think Cena knows what to think about it. Now, I could be getting kayfabe, right? I mean, that's what these guys do, and Cena's one of the best at it, right?
Absolutely.
But it sounds like to me, it's like, hey, let's throw this thing out there. We haven't really figured it out or how it's going to work yet or what it's going to exactly be, but we're going to throw it out there. We'll have Cena announce it. We'll call it the Cena Classic. I really don't feel super good about it. Could be John versus Bob, and Bob goes over. But John still wins? Huh? I mean, I know this is professional wrestling, right? Wins and losses don't count. But they kind of got to a little bit.
Yeah, they do count. Right. They count, but they don't count.
You can't strap that belt on somebody that lost all his matches, right? But according to the rules, you technically could. And we know internet wrestling fans, they will take whoever is in last place just to feel like they did something crazy, and the votes would come out, man. And No Chin Music will be the new champ. I'm just telling you, Ellsworth, you're welcome, buddy.
Oh my God, I hope so, man. Hey, while we're talking about it, before we started the show, I'd show John a little Easter egg in what is going to be my new announcement, and it involves
it's gonna
James
be
Ellsworth.
So fun. Very fun.
The announcement hopefully is coming next week. This has been a lot more work than I expected, but it's
called building anticipation, people.
Facts. And not only that, we've got all sorts of announcements coming. You know what I mean? We got our correspondent starting today.
Yes.
Danger Ginger, he's gonna be our SPO guy and help us
DG in
learn.
the house.
We got the IWX Top 1000 for 2026. There might be an announcement coming for that soon. Like, there's a lot happening.
Ooh.
Yeah, absolutely. But we were just talking about internet wrestling community, internet wrestling fans, and how knowledgeable they are about this or knowledgeable they are about that. If you are an independent wrestling fan and you don't know who Brick Savage or Zamaya are, you're missing a lot. But I suggest highly that you get your ass over to MLW soon, because they have both been signed by MLW. I saw Brick Savage live in Texas. I've not seen Zamaya live, but I've watched plenty of her matches. Dude, these are two mean motherfuckers coming to MLW. I cannot wait to see them both.
Dude, you and I think, was it last week, the week before, we kind of had touched on MLW a little bit as far as these signings. And, I mean, that roster right now looks like just a packed, superstar-laden roster. We just don't know what direction MLW's trying to go, right? I am so excited for the talent they've amassed. Now I want to see what's the vehicle to get that to me as the viewer, right? Yeah. What's the vehicle to get it to me? Because, dude, the people they are signing, they have jumped. Dude, they're right at TNA level to me. Talent-wise, they are right there. They should be on a major streaming platform right now with that talent. Excited. And Brick Savage, holy
good
shit.
God.
If you do not know this man, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, what's he go by? The sociopathic powerhouse. And that's exactly what he is. I can't explain it. Think about those two words. In your mind, get a picture of a man. That's this man. Dude, he is an absolute beast. Absolute beast.
Yeah. Like Bronson Reed level destruction kind of guy. Like, just a fucking, like...
It's ridiculous. Yeah. Oh. I can't wait. I'm so excited. And Zamaya, dude,
she's a real deal.
That is the absolute modern day Bull Nakano.
Ooh,
it is.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about just the similarities with the hair and the face, right? The paint, the style, the
body language,
fucking brutality that this woman brings to the ring. It's a different level. It's a different feel to watch her matches. Yeah. MLW, I'm telling you right now, people, it is quickly becoming must view just content, man. Get out there and get on it, because these performers are ridiculous that they're bringing in.
Yeah, I'm very hopeful for all of this, and I agree with everything that you just said. And I don't want to be negative, because we're the positive podcast, right? Still, aren't we?
Yeah. Yep.
Are we still? Okay.
Today.
For now. But the only thing I'll say is this, that's got me. I've never been able to all the way get into MLW, and I feel like there's been a lot of stop-starts, a lot of weird creative and stuff like that. This is a promotion that had I don't know if you heard, John, but they had Fatu versus Hammerstone one time at the ECW arena. Yeah, no, they did.
I think that was like a 13-hour recording session, I believe.
It was an old WWF style fucking TV taping at the fucking Reading, whatever that shit was back in the day, man. It was long.
Yeah, still one of the best live shows I've been to. Wasn't quite Marquette Mania,
No.
It wasn't quite RPW, but it was right there.
Yeah. I agree, man. But but they had Fatu and Hammerstone on the roster leading the charge, Alex Kane,
I
and like it just never materialized. And so it's like, why? What's the
Yep.
problem with the product that it's not getting? Is it management? I mean, I know the Court Bauer and the WWE lawsuit from years ago. Were they stunted by that, or
I don't know if it's so much that is it's the accessibility of MLW, right? They're just they don't have that major streaming partnership anywhere. I'm hoping that it comes about. I'm hoping that they can find something that really reaches a large audience, because what they have on paper should work so easy, right? And granted, I mean we know that that's not how things work, but they have the roster to bring a weekly banger of a show out. It's just got to get to the people, man. It's got to get to the masses.
I agree. And you look, and then they've tried a bunch of stuff. I mean, they had the what was essentially the rebirth of Lucha Underground. They tried to work that didn't go so well. And that reminds me, we're talking about big announcements. There is another big announcement coming very soon. In that vein, but not just quite yet. No, don't do the thing yet. It's not time for the Lucha. No, stop. All right, let me turn John's attention to something else, because that announcement is also forthcoming. Someone else was signed from the Indies to the NWA here this week, and I'm going to also, because I was never on a plane with him, I will go ahead and turn this over to John. Hayden Backlund, what's up?
My plane buddy, dude, Hayden Backlund. Just such a natural shit heel, man. I love this guy. I love him so much. And I love that it's NWA that signed him, right?
Me too.
Because he is, to me, he would have fit in the NWA back in the 80s. He's that level of guy, right? He's got that build. He's got the, he's like the everyman, which I love. He's just a bad dude. And, dude, I could not be more excited. NWA is another one that's really getting some signings going, man. And if management can figure out, kind of how to market a little better, I believe. We know some names in there now, and they've got some fucking talent. And Backlund is going to fit right in, dude.
I'm already calling Samson versus Backlund. I'm waiting for NWA, Samson, and Backlund. Well, it's funny you mentioned the everyman thing, because
yes.
I love the everyman thing with Hayden Backlund, because his namesake also had the everyman thing.
Yes, he did.
And something else that they both have, which makes me very happy: the cross-face motherfucking chicken wing. I love that shit. I love that he incorporates that. It's nobody uses it now anyway, so it's even better.
And it shows what a his level of wrestling knowledge, right? To know that that's the callback. He obviously knows the name. He knows what he's doing, and he knows that it's an oddball move anymore. I'm telling you right now. You know what I'm calling for, Bob? I don't know who we're gonna stick this gimmick to, who we're gonna stick this finisher on. I want the heart punch to come back. Give me the heart punch.
Oh shit!
I wished when Braun was in Strowman, that should have been Strowman's finisher. It could have been killer, man. Would have been great.
That's awesome.
I'm telling you, some of the old, bring back stick somebody with the Ox Baker tie-in some way. Give me the heart punch. I'm in.
Brick Savage could do a heart punch. That would be believable.
No, that might actually kill somebody. We can't. Brick's not allowed to do that, because I don't know that man is too scary.
Seriously, man, you're not kidding. And look, I'm very happy about this, and I'm very happy about these guys getting signed. It's not so much. We've been talking for weeks about WWE, TKO, or AEW, and their strategies for sort of putting a flag, like they landed on the moon, putting their flag on the indies, or amassing talent, or whatever else. It's nice to see MLW, NWA get their hands on some guys. It could be a reaction to all that talent stockpiling, where they're like, hey, we want to get to some of these guys first, some of these folks first, and maybe they're striking early. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see some of this talent get spread across, rather than, I mean, we've got 4 companies at the top: WWE TNA and AEW ROH, which are basically 2 companies, and I would love to see everything outside of that spread.
Mm-hmm.
And have some of these folks have places to go that aren't just, because AEW is having a rights issue right now, and YouTube could be a problem. WWE is just killing their own product for the sake of profits. I just want to see something else out there. And while I'm talking about it, we had a conversation a little bit off the air last week, and I said, let's talk about this some more next week. And we talked about WWE stockpiling the talent, getting people from the indies, the ID program, Evolve, and all of these names that they just signed. The big 4 women that we had a couple of weeks ago with Eric Academia and those folks. And then last week, TKO releases a bunch of folks, including the New Day, Jeff Cobb, and Tongaloa. Jeff Cobb, what was he? JC Mateo, that's it.
JC Mateo, yep.
But they're cutting these guys who are veterans, who are making money, or who aren't being used. With Cobb and Tongaloa, that hook is like maybe 16 months that they had tops. Mm-hmm. So my thought on it then became, at first I thought they were stockpiling talent to hoard them, and it was going to be this empty cupboard on the indies. But now with these releases, the first thing I and you and a bunch of other people thought was, can I see New Day at Bloodsport? Can I see, Jeff Cobb at or at Focus Pro or at wherever, and it started making me think, is WWE TKO just playing Moneyball? And you fill it with the guys who are the cheapest, most money efficient replacements, so that we can maximize our profit, and the rest of these upside, high-level, high-money guys go. And that would then, to me, create a turnover where every so often we'll have this huge vacuum, suck a bunch of talent from the indies, only to have it reverse and spit out, like, what was that, Spaceballs, when they went to the reverse from suck to blow? And now they're going to blow all these vets from the big TV shows back onto the indies, like Shotzi, like Killer Cross, like all these guys we've been having so much fun watching. Mm-hmm. I'm okay. It's not great for the guys at the top. I'm not saying I'm happy people are getting cut, but as an independent wrestling fan, a constant redux of veteran talent coming from TV while some new guys get called up is kind of exciting to me.
It's exciting because it's going to give us opportunity to see us and just the indie wrestling fans, right? It's going to give us opportunity to see some of these performers that we may not have ever gotten a chance to see, right? Either we missed them on the way up, or they were in a different kind of territory for their indie run. So I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be different. I think it's going to kind of turn everything on its head as far as how the indies are viewed. But I'm excited, man. What I do worry about is that influx of that talent coming down. It makes me worry about what these promotions are going to be able to do to keep it family friendly. And family friendly, what I mean is not necessarily the show, but the price point, right?
Right.
Because that's one of the big things that you and I talk about a lot is how family friendly it is on the wallet to go to these shows. You start bringing in these talents, and these talents have got a big name, and we know, talents are paid on their following, their name. Obviously you're going to have to get that money to pay these guys from somewhere.
Yep.
And that's going to be the fan. So, we're going to see how these smaller promotions are able to work within this new framework of overhead that they're going to have to deal with.
Right. I was thinking about that too, and I'm glad that you brought that up. And not to get into to get into the weeds. We get into the weeds. If you don't like it, go to another podcast. But but you talk about the business end of it, right? So, first of all, you're right, that the budgeting issue. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, right, the indies have thrived for years one of the big calls of the indie wrestling is you go to a show and Hacksaw Jim Duggan's there signing autographs, or you go to a show and whoever's headlining tonight, Mr. Anderson or whatever, right? So that's always been part of the indies.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But my fear, and I had this fear, we talked about this before with the WWE ID talent going out into the wild, and all of a sudden, you remember when that first happened, there was this. Every time I turned around, Marcus Mathers was wrestling Sam Holloway at some new show. It was like every indie. It was like a lot of the indie promoters said, "I need to be part of WWE. I need to get their ID people on my show." And by doing that, you're costing yourself more money, but you're also kind of hot-shotting in the sense that, like, you. How do I put this? You want to attract people to your show with big name talent at times to supplement what you're already doing.
Mm-hmm.
But if you train your customers to think that the New Day just got released, I need to go. They'll be at my local promotion tomorrow, MCW tomorrow, and then all of a sudden, and you accommodate that. You've got New Day on your show at MCW. In June, and then you got Tonga Loa on your show in July, and you got JC Mateo on your show in August. You're training your fans to expect that that's where they go when those folks get released, but where will they go the rest of the time? They won't, because you'll train them that the only reason to come out to our shows is when the big names get released, so you can see them here.
Right.
So it's a matter of being careful. Like, you want to attract people with big names, but there are going to be promotions who are going to overuse this, and they're going to run it into the ground, and they're going to kill it. The main thing is that the good promotions, the promotions that are in for the long haul, don't give into that urge, that impulse, and keep themselves sort of steady, so that we don't train people that the only reason to go to an indie show is to see somebody who just got released. You know what I mean?
Agreed. One of the other things I think that's really what we're gonna see is I think by this established talent now kind of filtering back down, and we're gonna have this kind of this recycle thing going on, right? I think what we're gonna see is we're gonna see more rapid development out of some of these younger indie wrestlers, right? Because you're going to be exposed to these guys that have a whole new level of skill set than what they're normally exposed to at certain, periods of their early career.
Yeah.
Whether that's mic skills, whether that's career management, right? Social media engagement. Not just I'm not even talking about the in-ring things that they're going to learn from these guys. I'm talking about just the business side of things. We're going to see I think we're going to see some much more well-rounded, well-developed wrestlers at a much younger age, which is going to be a very good thing moving forward. Yeah. I think talent that is more prepared business side of things will stand a better shot at these bigger companies when they get there, with knowing their worth and knowing where they stand, instead of taking some of these bad deals that get them locked in and kind of get locked down. I think this is how some of these vets will kind of push back against the big 2-3 promotions of, okay, all right, we see what you're doing. So we're going to train these guys early of what they can expect when they get to you, so that you can't push them around and pigeonhole. Like I said, man, there's going to be, in the next 5 years, it is going to be a totally different landscape of professional wrestling. I'm not even talking about indies, right? I'm talking indies up through the majors, right? We're talking WWE, AEW, TNA. I'm excited, man. Change is scary. We've been talking about that, whether that's life or our love of wrestling. Yeah. But there's going to be some exciting stuff coming, and us as fans on this grassroots level are going to get to see some really, really cool shit.
Yeah.
So get ready.
I agree with you. I'm very excited about the whole thing. Of course, look, I'm going to be honest with you. We do a show about indie wrestling, so anytime there's big news, we're interested. So that's, that is what it is. And of course, independent wrestling isn't going to go away. We've been saying that forever. And even if there was a downturn, okay, whatever. I think any downturn could get a little shot in the arm from some of these new folks showing up back up on the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Again, they just don't hotshot it. You know what I mean? Don't abuse it. But yeah, I mean, it is. We're going to see a lot of different things happening, and I agree with you. I'm excited to see the new landscape. As much as I hate what WWE is doing in a lot of ways right now, it's again the thing is finding the silver lining, finding the way that these things benefit you, and there's going to be a lot of independent wrestling companies that are going to have some pretty big stars on their shows coming up, and hopefully teaching their younger talent, like John said. I did want to talk about one other thing before we bring in the Danger Ginger. We've been talking about a lot about the fucking major promotions today, but it's all about indie talent. It's all about indie talent, but I noticed that WWE is starting to send cease and desists and shutting down reaction clips from streamers. Now, to go back, we talked about, John, you and I talked about a few months ago with OVW giving their rights to the Creator Network, the Creator Sports Network, to have people, they're licensing their content so that people can react to it online. At the same time, WWE thinks, well, let's just get rid of these motherfuckers. So I understand the idea of if we let everybody just stream our content and react to it, it creates this big open hole where, if we let one person do it, a million people are going to do it. So we got to clamp it down. But there's a way to structure this. It doesn't, why does it have to all go away?
I don't even know what to say to that. I'm at a loss. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, do you think these streamers, and I know this isn't our area of expertise, but do you think these streamers migrate to the indies? Or do you think it was WWE as a matter of reaction and views and people, and that this?
I tend to think that, I think there's absolutely some of these streamers that will migrate to the indies. But I think there's a lot of them that are, for lack of a better word, they've got a pretty sizable following. But they have a pretty sizable following for a very specific thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that following now, follows this streamer to this new thing. Some of them absolutely will. I think that it's more than likely some of these bigger streamers will move to kind of a different vehicle for their videos, their reaction videos, whether that may be the NFL, maybe that's, whatever the new movie coming out is, whatever that may be. But only time's going to tell. But to me, this is, like you said, this is WWE. I mean, pulling a total 360 on, or 180, 360, 490, 820 splash, whatever the fuck it is. Not that long ago, you were touting building these guys up. And now it's, okay, we kind of started, nope, we changed our mind. Not only do we not want to build it up, we want to do away with it because we can't monetize it.
Yep.
And so if we can't make money on it, you can't make money on it. Nowadays, there is no quicker way to turn a younger audience on you than to mess with their social media personalities that they follow. Right? This younger generations are just, they're already distrustful of these big corporations. And you are really becoming a big corporation, right? You've taken, even with Vince, man, that was the whole shtick in the 90s was, I'm building this into an empire. It's $1 billion. I'm a billionaire. I'm building this business. It still had the family feel, right? Stephanie, Shane, Linda, Triple H, us. I felt part of that family.
Yep.
This now is, that's all gone. We are an absolute business. It's no different than you walk into corporate headquarters for Walmart. They could give two shits about you as the customer. Two shits. You don't factor into anything they care about
Right.
other than just give me your money and go away. And that's what they're perpetuating with this.
I agree. I agree with you. And that's, look, you and I talked about reaction stuff before. But, watching all of this means that, we need to stay ahead and do something else. But I guess that leads to my next question. At least my question is, what's next? And now there's this flood of people doing these reaction clips in wrestling. So if there's a flood of this stuff going on, it'll eventually dry up. But where does it go? Like, if everybody's doing reaction clips, somebody's going to be doing something else soon. And I've got to imagine it's more immersive into the content than just being on a headset. You know what I mean? I just don't know what it is, but I think it's going to fuel something new as far as coverage.
I'm telling you, man, this is the spot where somebody like Tony Khan goes, "Hey, all you streamers, come over here. We got this great product that the younger viewers love. Give us some help. These guys treated you like shit. Let's kill them. Let's knock them off." Right? Yep. I mean, this WWE right now, dude. You and I keep talking about that. It is I don't understand it. To me, it feels like, as the business, getting into the business guy thing again. 2008, right? Financial crisis, right? Anybody remember Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac? Remember, they can't fail, Bob. They can't.
Nope.
They cannot fail. They are too big to fail. They're too big, right? They're institutions. They're too big to fail. Where are they now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they gone. And you can't tell me. I can't wrap my mind around whatever TKO. Not even just the wrestling product. I can't figure out their business model to anything they're doing.
Right.
It makes no sense to me.
Right. Yeah, at least with Vince, we knew it was just his mind with the creative was just kind of wonky here and there, but the business always made sense. At least, you know what I mean. He's expanding into the network. He's doing PG shows so that he can expand into kids, and like all the business stuff sort of made sense. We didn't agree with the PG content for years. God,
right? Agreed.
But we understood the business. This is the thing I don't understand. I agree with you. I don't understand the business. I'm also not a business guy, but I don't understand the business of it.
And I am, and I don't understand it. So,
yeah. Like, I mean, if they were pumping it up to sell, then you would be thinking they'd be doing a better job getting the product over. Or like we were talking about Hot Shot a second ago. Hot Shot it for 6 months and then just sell it off,
No.
But that doesn't seem to be the case. And if there, there's no, I don't care what anybody in the IWC says. There's no reason why TKO or why they would purchase WWE and in order to destroy it. In order to kill it. Like, that doesn't make any sense. All you people theorizing that shit. There's no reason you buy a business for that much money in order to kill it. Are they going to kill it? Maybe. But that you don't do that. They have a business plan. They have a reason for doing everything that they're doing. I don't understand it. John doesn't seem to understand it. It will become more evident as we move forward. It's clearly a cost issue. There's no question that they are taking the water coolers out of every floor that's not being used, and they're cutting every staple and every pen. That's all business optimization. I get it. They're trying to sell value to their shareholders. Got it. Well, I don't think they're public. Are they?
I'm not 100% sure if TKO is public or not.
But so, I mean, it's, all that makes sense. I just don't understand what they're doing to get there. It just doesn't. It seems to me they're stripping a lot of things away. And, again, this is an indie podcast, so I don't want to go too deep into that. But it just seems to me that there's got to be a correction coming soon. Like, it just something about the strategy is not working. I think maybe it'll make more sense if they adjust. I don't know.
Listen, I mean, and I'm you and I mean, that's our roots, right? WWF, WWE, that's our roots. Nothing would make me happier than 6 months from now to get that, aha, I get it now. I see it. Right? We had those moments with Vince, right?
Oh, yeah.
We've had those where it was like, this is terrible. And then all of a sudden, boom. Holy shit, this is the best thing. I get what they were doing now.
Right.
I don't know. And I don't know that I'll get that. And that makes me sad. Right? Everything about WWE right now just makes me sad.
Yeah, that's You know what? That's probably a good point for me to say, let's talk some more about the indies. And
Yes.
we got our guy here. Danger Ginger is here with us.
Oh, shoot.
I want to learn more about the Pro Wrestling Star Academy, about SPO, about PWU, and anything else he can tell us. I'm very excited for this. So let's bring the Danger
Yes,
Ginger on
yes.
now.
Tell me about some wrestling that I want to see.
That's right. That's right. Oh, man, John, I'm so excited to be able to introduce our guest at this time, Danger Ginger from the BJ and DG Talk Wrestling Show. Danger Ginger, welcome, man.
What is up, man?
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here and talk stuff Pro Wrestling Star Academy, specifically SPO Wrestling and PWU.
Yes, sir. Now,
Nice.
look, you are going to have to, I told John, I add these companies to my rankings, and when I added SPO to my rankings, I opened up a whole door, a whole can of something, because now I got PWU involved, I got APP, I got all sorts of stuff, and I need somebody to help me figure it out. And these guys, BJ and DG Talk Wrestling, I know you stream live on YouTube and other places, but this is my expert. This is my guy. Tell me about your show first. How did you guys get together to start doing the show in general?
So that's a really funny story. So there was an SPO event in Burlington, New Jersey. And they had two out for the pre-show, two outside cage matches because the venue couldn't house a cage in the inside because it's a firehouse.
Right.
So they did that, and the show after that, my co-host BJ, he saw came across the feed on Facebook, like suggested friends or whatever, and saw the picture of the cage behind me, and he's like, I'm looking at it, and it just looks familiar. And then he realized he'd seen me at a show before. So the following show, he approached me and just introduced himself. And I was like, yeah, man, go ahead. Add me. We'll figure something out. Later on that year, almost 2 years ago now, this July, we did a preview show for Uneffin' Necessary, which was a semi-deathmatch show.
Okay.
And that was the first time we did a preview show for anything. It was on his personal channel. And it did really good. We actually reached out to the people that ran SPO at the time, was like, hey, we're going to do this. You know, we're just letting you know if you wanted to come on or if there was anything you wanted us to do. They actually gave us a match to announce on our show.
Cool.
That's awesome.
So that's where that working relationship started. After that, months later, we finally created our channel, started getting all the stuff together, and it started with us just doing a mainstream show every Sunday covering WWE, AEW, TNA, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually, instead of just doing preview shows and stuff like that, we just started covering it as much as possible. There was any news from their podcast and their YouTube show.
Mm-hmm.
We get on and cover and talk about it for a short bit. So it's just been an evolving process along the way to where now we have Pete the Wall Pierce, who's joined us. We have Chef the Ref, who occasionally joins us. We just partnered up with the Wicked Works podcast and Danny Ora, who also makes a lot of the merchandise for the wrestlers at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy as well.
Wow.
So it's something very special that has just grown, not just from us being inspired by what they did, but now also getting to be a part of what's happening at the school and all the shows happening there.
Very cool.
That is very cool, man. So I was looking at the YouTube channel earlier, and I know you do the mainstream show, says Sundays, and then Tuesday nights is the SPO PWU show. But you guys also record sporadically other times when things come up, don't you?
If it calls for it, yeah, we do. We do have busy schedules outside of anything wrestling related. We both work and stuff like that. And I also go to the school to do production training. Occasionally, I'm in the ring as well. I also help out with some of the graphics and stuff like that. So there's constantly a lot going on. So we try to fit in as much as possible. We do have other content coming from Danny Ora, who is also one of the referees as well for us. So it's very special having this working relationship with other personalities and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're excited to do that as well. That's why it was very cool having you on. And I didn't know until we just met a few minutes ago that you actually did work there at the academy. So talk about quickly, what kind of stuff do you do there? You kind of touched on it a second ago, but the production, in ring, what else?
So I help with production, so I cue video packages and stuff like that. And now I've been even given more responsibility as of having a little bit more to run production a little bit more without much over my shoulder. It's been a great support, great learning system to sit there and learn. And anybody who's ever been in the business is not 100% perfect. Stuff happens. Technology, can be 10 steps forward and then 20 steps back. But we get through it. We're constantly upgrading our stuff. But it's just so special what goes into it, and seeing the whole team being brought together to bring the product that you can see on the SPO Wrestling YouTube page every Friday night.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. And I watched one of the shows before I added them to the rankings. And SPO, it's a fun show, man. It is worth a look, guys. I'm telling you, if you haven't checked them out, it's so worth it. But underneath, so inside the Star Academy, there's a few things going on there, right? There's PWU, and there's SPO, and then I think you said before the show, APP is part of SPO now.
Yes, they kind of dissolved into one. Because APP was an all-women's promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For the most part. They would have some male talent, but it was more geared around the women. So with helping build a women's division in SPO, it became a thing to where now we're going to bring this all together, considering that a lot of the owners and the people who own these feds are all working together already. So we might as well continue that working relationship.
Right.
And everything that's just gone into that from day one. As I said before we went on air to you, we're going on our 1-year anniversary of moving into the building.
That's awesome.
And I've been there from day one, helping put everything together, and the rest of our team and stuff like that. And this place would not be what it is today without every single person involved.
Yeah. What is your background in wrestling before that?
I was just a fan before that. I would go to shows, specifically before going to SPO shows and stuff. I was just a fan. Then I started going to these shows, and I'm on my phone recording these clips. Yeah. So I started posting these clips on Instagram. The Danger Ginger name I actually got at an SPO show, ironically enough, from one of the announcers, Phil Stamper.
Right?
We know Phil.
Those are the best nicknames, though, right? You can't call yourself a nickname, right? You have to earn it. You got to be given it, and that Danger Ginger is awesome.
Yeah, and that's pretty much how I'm known now around the school is as Ginge. Everybody calls me that, and even now, if I hear somebody say the word Ginger or something, I turn around like, "Hey, what's up?" Oh, wait, no, I'm not at the school. Nobody's talking to me under the gimmick name.
That's great.
Oh my goodness, man! Hey, that's awesome. And Phil Stamper we know Phil Stamper pretty well down here. He's the MCW commissioner down here in Southern Maryland. So that's a guy we know. If you got a nickname from Phil Stamper, you earned it.
Yeah, you did good, man.
He's great guy, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Phil's absolutely amazing. I love his Submission Sunday videos.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, I must have froze up there. I was just saying, Phil Stamper is a great guy. I love his Submission Sunday videos.
Yeah, no, he's great, man. We love Phil Stamper, man. We talk about him on the show frequently.
We do.
I wanted to ask you about, so a second ago we were talking about APP getting absorbed sort of into SPO. There's an APP women's title and an SPO women's title, right? Are they getting combined or?
So I'm not sure what's going on with the championships at the moment.
Okay.
I do know that the SPO Women's Championship is also a part of Hybrid Wrestling. So it's a shared title between the two organizations at the moment, which Mia Friday holds. She won that at Midnight Express in Las Vegas during WrestleMania week as part of the collective. So I'm looking forward to seeing her for the first time at the school as well.
Very cool.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, the reason I ask is because our number one ranked Power Rankings women's wrestler claims APPW as one of 5 that she holds right now, Tiphani Grady. I was wondering if that was going to be, if she was going to have to fight someone else to unify one of those belts or what.
But that could be coming. Right now, she's in the middle of a feud with Mother
Mhm.
Endless
Yep.
and the Wrath of the Wicked. So there's a lot of that stuff going on. Most recently, Sam Reaper stole that championship from her. So
Oh.
she might be the champion, but they are in possession of the belt.
I think
Well,
that's a
if we-
dangerous place to be. I
was
wouldn't
gonna
want
say,
Tiffany
if-
Grady coming after me.
If we only had a lawyer that could tell us, what's something about 9/10 of something or other? What is that? What is that?
Something like that. It is. It's something like that. So, like I said, I would love to have you back on to sort of update us on SPO and
Yeah.
PWU frequently. But right now, what's going on in SPO? What's the big news? What's coming up this weekend and the new at the show?
So just recently, our last show was SPO Dodgeball, inspired by the movie. Our main event was an 8-man tag team Survivor Series style elimination match,
Ooh, yes.
which had small little dodgeballs involved and everything. It was a great time. Again, SPO Wrestling on YouTube. The show is up there. Go check it out. As I said, we do shows every Friday night at 7:30.
Yep.
Which right now, a couple of the major feuds involved coming out of that match is the Backseat Boys and Freak the Mighty, which is SPO champion Billboard Billy Gold and PWU champion Pat Dynamite.
Ooh, okay.
So there's been a bit of a feud with that recently, as in that match, Tommy Grayson pinned the SPO champion to eliminate him.
Uh-huh.
So
Intrigue.
Pat Dynamite just recently, a couple weeks ago, beat Justified JP Grayson for the PWU championship.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of stuff going on there with that right now. We have Controlled Chaos, who are in that match as well, who are the SPO tag team champions. Amazing father and son team. We actually interviewed them on our show, I want to say about a month ago now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they are absolutely amazing people.
Very, very cool. Yeah, very cool. And I meant to ask this earlier because we were talking about it off the air. So PWU and SPO is sort of like main roster NXT kind of relationship?
Yes, SPO would be kind of our NXT, where a lot of our younger talent, a lot of our students, as they get ready for TV or just to be in the ring in front of fans, that's where they can be before stepping up into the larger, where PWU, we have our bigger matches and stuff. But there is also a lot of crossover with the talents and stuff.
I love that.
Yeah, me too.
Whereas when SPO first started, Pat Dynamite was one of the younger names that they had at the time. Same thing as Jordan Oliver.
Mm-hmm.
If you're aware of who he is with Alec Price, Busted in the Brain. My first time seeing Jordan Oliver was in SPO.
Okay.
One of the matches I remember him having specifically was defeating OG Backseat Boy Johnny Cashmere in a no disqualification match. Funny enough, they had Duplo blocks. And there was a top rope like Frankensteiner style, and I have a Duplo block from that match that Johnny ended up going back first into off the top rope.
No, sir. No, give me a tack. I'm just telling you. I'd rather have the tacks, man.
As a Lego builder, I agree with that.
I was going to say, I didn't even want to go foot first into that thing.
Sir. Let's back first.
Right.
No.
You got to be kidding me, man. Oh, well, listen, hey, Danger Ginger, I know you've got a show to do here in about a half an hour, so I'm going to let you go do that. I would love to have you or BJ or whoever wants to come back next time and keep us updated on everything going down there at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy, if that's all right.
Oh, yes, of course. And real quick, for anybody that would like to come see our channel, you can follow us on Twitch or YouTube at BJDG Talk Wrestling. We are also on Instagram and Facebook under the same thing. So please feel free to give us a follow. Check us out. We do post clips from the shows as well. Okay. It's an amazing team we have here. And again, anybody who's interested in PWU or SPO and wants to check out the product, please go follow and check it out on SPO Wrestling on YouTube. You can also see it on tvbydemand.com.
Oh,
okay. Nice.
Which is also on a Roku app as well that you can look up. It's free. All the shows are on there. There's also older stuff of original PWU content from the early 2000s.
Oh, cool.
Oh, sweet.
Very cool. And then
I know somebody adding a Roku app.
Yeah, that's it. Last question before I let you go. You guys stream live on YouTube on Tuesdays. Do you stream on the other apps at the same time?
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, and
Oh,
YouTube.
well, it's Instagram and Facebook. We don't have the followers for it at the
Gotcha.
moment. So
Okay.
please go follow those pages.
Hey, man, you got our support, guys. Go check them
Yeah,
out.
absolutely.
But yes, but we are live regularly on Twitch and YouTube for any of our live shows and stuff like that.
Very
But
cool.
again, I thank you for having me on today. I look forward to coming back on in the future and talking more of this with you guys.
Absolutely,
Yes, awesome, man.
This would
Any-
be great.
Listen, any wrestling friends we can make, we're happy to make, man.
Hey, so am I. I love
There
pro
you
wrestling.
go.
It is a passion. It's been a
Yes.
passion of mine for 37 years now.
Hey, man,
There you go.
Hey, it's like John. Like I told him, he can stay in the business. We're gonna stay on this side. Like,
Yeah, we like it over here. You guys got those Duplo blocks, man. I'm not fooling with that stuff.
I will say it is a difference for once you're on the other side of the curtain, but when you work with great talent like I do at the Pro Wrestling Star
bet.
Academy, it becomes more fun and it doesn't feel like work.
yeah,
That's awesome.
And if you
That's
can
awesome.
have that experience, everybody involved, as I said before, are absolutely amazing people. Don't get it wrong, pro wrestling has egos, but these egos get checked at the door, and we're doing everything for the betterment of everybody and not just those in one individual match or segment or those working in the back.
Right.
And that's from concessions to production to the talents in the ring, our commentary team, owners, everybody involved. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I am right now.
very
That's great.
That's perfect, man. Perfect way to end this. Good
Yes.
luck on your show tonight.
Yes.
The Danger Ginger, one of my new favorite nicknames in all of pro wrestling.
Absolutely.
It was a pleasure having you on here. Go follow BJ and DG Talk Wrestling, Instagram, Facebook. Watch them on Twitch, YouTube. Give them a follow. Maybe eventually they'll start streaming on Instagram and Facebook as well.
Yeah, we gotta
help
get 'em
them
up
get there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And follow SPU and PWU Wrestling. I'm telling you, they are
SPO and PWU.
SPO and I get the damn SPO and PWU. Check them out. I'm telling you, they are definitely worth a watch.
It's all right. You had a lot of letters to get out of there at once.
It's SPO, PWU, and then it's BJ and DG. I'm having all sorts of tongue twisters tonight.
We've had just real quick some of the wrestlers do openings for our show and stuff, and some of the outtakes that we've gotten from it. Of
Oh,
them
I can
butchering the
imagine,
name
dude.
is
I can
absolutely
imagine,
gold.
DG. Oh,
All right, my
Thank you.
friend.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
yes, DG. Thanks for your time, man.
You guys have a good one.
You
too,
too,
buddy.
bud. That was fun, man.
Dude,
that guy knows a lot of shit.
How awesome is DG, man? I love that guy. Best. Listen, that you get Stamper to give you a name. That's awesome.
That's a
Danger
seal of approval.
Ginger. That is it. I love it.
I had no idea until I was talking to him just before we hit record. I didn't know that he was working doing all that production stuff at the
Dude.
academy and everything. I had no idea. He's everywhere.
Production. He's doing promo. He's doing all kinds of stuff, man. He's doing graphics. I mean, that is going from our side of the table to that side of the table. That's pretty impressive, man. Those are a couple of impressive guys, man.
Yeah, they're gonna.
I'm
teach us some
excited.
stuff.
No
Absolutely.
kidding.
Well, yeah, you gotta check out one of those SPO shows. I think on YouTube, one of the weekly shows. They're very good.
Dude,
They're
I
very
love the
good.
fact they've kind of created their own little feeder system. I love that, dude.
All of it.
You know,
I love every bit of it, man.
We've got the learning show and we've got the big show. I love that.
Yeah, and of course, like I said a minute ago, man, Tiphani Grady. I mean,
Right?
that's all I'm gonna say. I mean,
Yep.
I ain't fighting her.
No. Where is she on our list, Bob?
She's somewhere.
She's somewhere
fucking
on
somewhere.
there. She's somewhere.
She might be
Look,
number one. She
gotta
may be an
look-
Ichiban shirt
Let's,
from
let's just say
Samsung.
you got to look up. You got to look up. That's where she is on our list. Okay, all the way up there. Gotcha.
Oh my god, no joke.
Tiffany,
man.
please don't hurt us.
Yes. No, I ain't fighting Tiphani Grady. That's for a fact.
Hell
I saw she
no.
posted something. I think she showed up at 3LW this weekend and lost her debut match or whatever. And but the post was something like, "I got 5 belts, coming for 6." So bro,
Oh, awesome.
it's about to happen. There ain't no doubt.
Yes.
3LW is about to get taken over. So y'all better watch out.
All right. But yes, the DG, thank you very much for coming on, man. We can't can't say enough to how much we're looking forward to talking with you more and learning from you guys, man. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Again, check them out on. He said they stream live on YouTube and Twitch, and then
Yep.
they're also on Facebook and Instagram. Follow them all there. The show is worth it. SPO is worth it. PWU is great.
Yeah, let's
Check
get
it
let's
all
get their
out.
let's get those followers up, man. Let's get them live on Instagram.
Hell yeah, yes, right. I'll watch it.
Hell yeah.
Well, I got. Let's get into this control center here, John. I've got.
Okay.
Before I do, I got something for you that I want to introduce you to, and that we may have to do a segment or something on it next week. By the way, next week we've got Erwin von Scharf coming on the show.
Ooh.
That's going to be a lot of fun. But John, I discovered, pun intended, Discover Pro Wrestling this weekend,
Okay.
and that. I'm going to pull this up right now, is something we're going to have to get into because it is Paul Verk's promotion, and we've covered a little bit about Verk here and there, Minnesota,
Yeah.
Wisconsin. These guys are advertising themselves as storyline first wrestling. So I thought to myself, well, let me check this shit out, right?
Okay.
You got to watch this, John. This is like, it's like everything we wanted a WWE show to actually be from sports entertainment. You know, you've got your AEW marks, right? And they love
Right.
their 5-star matches and they love their wrestling, and I love that shit too. I love it. I love it all. But then you got WWE, and when its product is good, the stories are good. You're invested in all the things. There's lots of in-ring segments that involve talking and setting up storylines.
Right.
John, the first 20 minutes of the show I watched, I think it's a show from November, but I watched the first 20 minutes of it. There's storylines being set up. There's referees fighting each other. It is like what you want Raw to be, but Raw's not. Like, it is, the production value is huge. Like I said, the storylines are focused. It's hard to explain the product without you seeing it. But I'm going to send you a link, and we're going to talk about it next week because I think you are going to be super impressed with this shit. I am like over the moon about it.
If you're telling me I'm going to get, Guiding Raw or these are the days of our SmackDown, hey man, give me my stories. Give me my stories.
Yes, sir. And not only that, but the first match you're going to see is a multi-person match involving Sierra. So that also never hurts.
No.
And the main event, Joey Avalon against Paul Verk. So, like, you're already in the area here where John's interested. There's no doubt.
You hooked me. You talked me in. Somebody sign this guy.
Looking at the roster here for these folks, Rampage Santana.
Oof.
Who else do we know from here? Brock Hall is on that show. I think he's in the multi-man match with Sierra at the beginning.
Love
So-
Brock Hall. Yes.
So it's fun, man. It's a fun promotion. I really want to talk more about them because I'm really excited. After I saw this show, I was watching it like 11 o'clock last night, and I'm like, John's got to know about this shit.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, man. Okay, so into the control center. We're going to start on Friday night, John, May 15th. Premier Wrestling League Mid-Atlantic. And those of us from Southern Maryland know when you mention Tiki, it's always a big time. It's a big time. When the Tiki Bar opens down here in Solomon's, you cannot get through. Yeah.
Oh,
John remembers those days.
I'm getting the sweats just remembering the drunken nights.
Oh, man, lots of fun times had at the old Tiki. Well, these guys, Premier Wrestling League Mid-Atlantic, they're having the Tiki Tussle 2 at the Tiki Bar at the North End Market in North Topsail Beach, North Carolina. You know that's going to be fun. Let's just say fun.
A lot of fun.
There's going to be a lot of fun, right? They've got some really cool matches going on. Let me pull this up here. Actually, you know what? I'll just share my screen because I'll just start it here with someone that John. Well, let's just share the screen here. So the Tiki Tussle 2, first picture that comes up when you're looking at the show, Black Dahlia. Paige Collette will be appearing at the show.
Oh, Lord.
We love old Paige. We love the Black Dahlia. You've
Yes,
seen
we
her
do.
on JCW with the ring rat thing. Brock says she's just one of his best people.
Yeah.
So I trust that 100%. Very cool that they've got the Black Dahlia. Paige Collette showing up for Tiki Tussle 2. Again, that's Friday, May 15th. The bell time is 7 o'clock. We also have Johnny Mahalo is going to be in the house, taking on Jeff Paul. Dig that tattoo on his chest.
I know.
Karma's a bitch. We've got D'Angelo is going to be there taking on Chase Bennett. I'm coming back to that one. We've got Eric Draven from AIWF showing up. What else do we have? Oh, we got a tag match, John. Let me go here. We've got Charlie and Drew Dawson are going to take on the Hot Tamales. And I say all that just so I can introduce you another great name that I am a huge fan of here.
Oh, no.
Red Hot Dalton Peppers.
I love it.
Hi, yes. I'd like to buy 500 jalapenos. What do you mean you're out of stock? How can you be out of stock of the best pepper in the world? Wait, my bad. I'm the best pepper in the world, baby. But how are you out of stock? Give me a sec. I'm getting another phone call. Red Hot Dalton Pepper speaking. Andre Scaro, what's up, buddy? You need a tag partner for May 15th and in Topsail Beach, North Carolina at Premier Wrestling League? That sounds spicy. Count the hottest pepper that ever touched the planet in, baby. And also, if you know anybody that has 500 jalapenos, can you let me know? I think he hung up.
Oh, man. I'm going to have to... Hey, everybody, I'm going to have to stop Bob from going out and buying one of these masks to leave in the parking lot.
Bro, that's
that
all
thing
I
is
was
awesome.
thinking. I want that mask so much. Red Hot Dalton Peppers, if you hear this podcast, tell me, please, where I can buy one of those masks.
Oh, We are in. We are in.
100%. Yes. Oh, my gosh, man. And those guys are going to be taking on Charlie and Drew Dawson, who just look very impressive. It's going to be quite a show. I got one more match here for you, John. Where is my other match? Here it is. We're going to hear from both of the fellas in this match, and it is going to be way worth your time. Lucky Larry Lawson is going to take on Noah J. Kelly, and we're going to hear from both these folks right now. Who you want to hear from first, John?
Oh, let's start off with Noah.
Noah J. Kelly.
Hello there. I'm Noah J. Kelly. I'm the picture of perfection. Recently, Premier Wrestling League Mid-Atlantic reached out to me and told me they had a match for me at Tiki Tussle 2. I said, great. Give me the opponent. I'll be there. What I didn't expect was the opponent being Lucky Larry Lawson. Now, don't get me wrong. Larry's great. We went to the same dojo together. We learned how to run the ropes together. But how can I explain this in a way that Hicks can understand? Got it. Larry, he's down here. He's the Carolina Panthers. He has a lot of heart. He means well, but he's not up here. He's not a Super Bowl winner. He's not the New England Patriots. I am. So when it comes to May 15th, Tiki Tussle 2, Premier Wrestling League Mid-Atlantic, Larry, your luck's run out, man. Your luck's run out.
Ooh, dude, I love it. He has got that Wall Street thing down, dude. He's got the finance guy, the lawyer guy. I'm better than you guy. Oh, dude.
I was gonna say, I think he rents an office from us in my building at
Noah is no joke, man. That guy talked me in.
Well, listen, in what is always a great thing in professional wrestling, we have the slightest contrast of styles here. So now let's hear.
Give me the rebuttal, Bob.
The rebuttal from Lucky Larry Larson.
Hello, guys. My name is Lucky Larry Lawson, and I am the luckiest son of a gun you done ever seen. I found this horseshoe that led me to an opportunity to get a match with the billionaire Noah J. Kelly at Premier Wrestling League. And I know Noah can wrestle. Noah is awesome inside of that ring. But I also know that he's sneaky, he's sly, and he is a snake. And he'll do anything it takes to beat old Lucky Larry Lawson. May 15th, Tiki Tussle 2, 7 p.m. He's not going to beat me. He's not going to be the snake he thinks he is, to beat old Lucky Larry. Because luck changes when we flip the shoe.
Oh my God, dude.
The horseshoe is the best.
Just the fact that, you got Noah talking about being such a good wrestler, and everything out of Lucky Larry's mouth is about being a wrestler is all I needed to get. I'm invested. I'm in. You got my wrestler versus my wrestler.
RASSLIN, that's wrestling.
Oh, my Lord. I am there.
That was so good. I can't, man. This is so fun. I wish we could get down there this weekend, man, because it's going to be so much fun. Again, that's Tiki Tussle 2, guys, this Friday, March 15th at the Tiki Bar at North End Market. Bell time is 7 o'clock. There will be cold drinks, hot sand, and even hotter in-ring action. Go to Premier Wrestling League Mid-Atlantic's Facebook page or social media for more information.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah. So I did, John. I had another thing for the control center. But we're not gonna do that today. So that's gonna be it for the control center. Before we go though, I don't know if you saw, I put it on the screen. We covered these guys last week, Delta Blues Wrestling. You remember Mr. Smackums?
Yeah, Mr. Smackums. Yeah, absolutely.
And Nick Brown, the bag man, said he had a client coming, right?
That's right.
Turns out it's Mick Vicious.
Oh shit.
I'm not gonna play the I don't think you can hear the sound, but bam, the Seth Rollins treatment.
Oh, dude.
And Solomon Hyde is in trouble. Yeah. Richard Holliday's signature move, and he is done.
Yeah, Richard's gonna have something to say about that. I'm sorry, Mr. Holiday. Right. Don't let me step out of line.
But look at the bag man calling the shots, boy. Nick Brown, I like that. That's a story driver.
I'll tell you what, Hyde ate that first chair shot though, didn't he?
Oh, he did.
He wasn't fooling around. But,
It got him. Said Mick Vicious said he said Hyde would get what was coming to him. Just not for everyone's eyes. Always had an ace up my sleeve. Why the security guard, you ask? Guess he wanted to help that punk out. So he found out real quick. Look at the fans giving him all the shit. I love it. Hold on, what else? So they're back June 6th with a show called Hatred. It says 2 special matches, tag team blood and submission. Bro.
Ooh.
They're going dark quick. I love it.
It's going to be violent. That's for sure.
Oh, there's Nick Brown in all his glory. Oh, Dredd. There's Dredd the Clown, your buddy.
Yeah, I love me some Dredd.
Didn't that message that Dredd the Clown sent, didn't it tell you that he was there for the kids? Like, it certainly conveyed that message to me, right?
Absolutely. Wasn't creepy at all. Not at all.
And sure two moms won the raffle.
Yeah, I'm sure they got a personal shout out from Dredd the Clown.
That's it. That's it. Happy Mother's Day. You get a special message, a cameo from Dredd the Clown.
Oof.
Happy Mother's Day.
We're veering off here, man. Wow.
Yeah, all right. That's cool, man.
He's got some cool stuff going on, man.
They do, man. And I'm still keeping Lion Gates, man. I'm keeping his saying close to the vest, man. Mistakenly stepped up to the gates of evil, man. I'm going to use that in conversation. When somebody tries to come to me, they're getting the Lion Gates line.
There you go.
Well, shit, man. That's going to be it for us, I guess, this week. We got Erwin Von Scharf. You remember that promo? He cut that wild-ass promo we covered a few weeks ago.
I do. I can't wait to talk to this guy for sure.
He's a blast, man. He's one of the few guys, I don't really talk to guys that much. But I've talked to him, and he's just a cool dude, man, and with a cool story. And I'm looking forward to having him on next week, man. And I think he's looking forward to coming on. So,
hey, man, even better when the talent is excited to, to spend a little bit of time with us, man. I love being able to pick the brains a little bit.
No, absolutely, man. I mean, we'll see how excited they are on the way out the door, but hey, it's nice to have optimism coming in.
Can't win them all.
Nope. Absolutely can't. Well, listen, that's going to be it for us this week. God, my mouth is failing me. John, you got anything else?
No, man. I'm excited to talk to Sharf next week, and man, it was a good week with you, buddy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week. See ya.
See you, everybody.